Hello, everybody. How are we doing? Welcome to Sundays with the Sprinkles. I'm Brett Sprinkle, and I am joined by a couple sick boys today. What up, Tyler? What up, Brandon? Sick ass.
Hello, how's it going?
It's going. How are you doing? You wait before you started. Before we started, you said you're making chili. Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh no.
I am making chili. It's been on there. Oh my gosh, it's been on the stove for I don't know 2.5, 3 hours right now.
So you previously known as Chef Sprinks. Do you do anything to your chili special? You think? Like, is there any particular recipe you use?
I've tried different kind of recipes, like adding chocolate to it, adding like the sweet like brown sugar, molasses, stuff like that.
Like dark chocolate?
Yeah, I
I
think
like that.
that a good like base of meat and good broth, depending on how you like your chili. I think that's what really makes it good. Um, Other than like toasting your own spices and blending them up, I think just a
Just a
good
lot of
meat
extra work.
base. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Heard that. Oh, hey, it is chili season. I'm actually really jealous. I hope there's some chili. Hey, dude, I'm visiting next week, next Wednesday. I'll be in town.
you are. You are. Last week
Actually,
of
how's your work?
classes.
Huh?
My last week of classes.
Ooh.
Then
Actually,
graduate.
I mean, we'll just talk about it right now. How's next week looking for you?
Good. I have a couple meetings,
Okay.
but nothing too crazy.
So I'll tell you on Wednesday, there was a plan. I assumed that you were going to have to work Thursday morning and you might not want to go out Wednesday night. So there is that comedy thing that I'm coming in town for. You know, I told you,
Mhm.
right? Okay, so it's going to happen at third base in Council Bluffs. I was thinking that I would just stay the night with Dominic that night. Just that way, we wouldn't have to worry about car situation or me getting back. I'll just stay the night at Council Bluffs. And then either I can have him drop me off at your place the next day or you just come get me whenever you're off or something like that.
Yeah, sounds good.
Or meet up
Start
with us.
spreading the good word about your boy.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm going to be talking about. Hey, Tyler Sprinkle, financial advice. If you need it, give him a call. Here's his. You have business cards, right?
I do have business cards.
Nice. Fuck yeah. Are they nice? Show me your business card. I actually haven't seen your business card. Okay, that's nice and clean. I usually like a little like gold tint in the
Well, normally it
name
would
of
have
the card.
my picture right here.
Oh, like you're a real estate agent.
Kind of. Um,
Yeah,
but they ordered these when I first started. I didn't have my headshot in yet, so
yeah. I mean
once
that
I
looks
graduate,
clean
I'll
though.
get new ones. Yeah.
That's nice. That looks clean. I like that. Is it their design or do you get to pick the layout?
So in the industry, everything is regulated.
Mm-hmm.
So this is compliance approved business card.
Interesting. Well, so okay, so you say compliance approved. Is there like different variations of that, or is that just the set standard for every single person in your position? Okay, I
Yeah,
understand.
that's set standard for the company. I mean, I'm sure that there are different variations, but I'm not really handing out my business card too often because I want the contact information so I have the ball in my court instead of giving somebody my number and waiting for them to call me. If that makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah, of course it does.
The only time I'll hand it out is for my address, my office address, really.
Okay, that makes sense. Actually, I got to tell you, I'm starting to get addicted to networking
There you go.
because I attended that seminar. I mentioned it in the group chat last week, and I attended that seminar. And basically, their whole thing was like, get your foot in the door, meet people, and they were even giving advice on how to like reach out to people. And then once I got that advice, because I always like felt uncomfortable reaching out to people, and like because I always felt like you had to ask for a job or something like that. They said no, reach out and ask for like obtainable advice or like preparation stuff or just like anything that could help you. And then if that conversation turns into anything bigger or they think about you later for job position, that's how doors open up like that. So once I found that information out, I was like, oh, okay, this is easy then. Networking is the easiest thing in the world. I already sent a LinkedIn request to one of the members of that panel. I'm going to send an email to, he was the director of diversity and hiring for CBS Sports. I'm going to send him an email asking for some advice. So yeah, I'm just kind of addicted to networking right now. It's nice.
Yeah, yeah, it's awesome. Also, my goal for when you come into town is to have you go through a meeting with me so you can see exactly the process. Um, and yeah, I'm not licensed in your state, so I can't like offer you anything. But
Mm-hmm.
talk through some stuff that
How do we get you licensed in my state?
I just have to pay for it.
Okay. You don't have to take another test. You just pay for it.
Well, no, I don't have to take any tests, but state by state regulations are different.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I got licensed in Colorado, which are the same, pretty much the same as Nebraska. So, where I don't have to take any more classes to be
Mm-hmm.
registered there. But Iowa, I have to do an additional 4 hour class to be able to sell certain products. So that's all it
Interesting.
would be. And then obviously the price.
So, what
But
states are you
Colorado,
certified in right now?
Nebraska, Colorado, Iowa. So
Okay, so you did
Thrivent
get it.
will pay for 3 or 4 your first year. So looking to see what other one I want.
What about like South Dakota? That'd be a good one.
Yeah, a whole lot of people there that I know for
No.
sure.
Oh, I get okay. If you're talking thinking about people you know, it's just I know a lot of I do know a lot of wealthy people that we even in my time working at Ameristar, there were a lot of wealthy people that lived up Sioux Falls area, and then they would just come down and play
Yeah.
Ameristar. So
Yeah, it's all just because you can't get you can get licensed somewhere and then just not pay for the next year if it doesn't work out. But they kind of hold that against you. So you have to like write a resignation letter to that state saying you don't want to be relicensed that next year kind of thing.
hmm
So it's just extra work that I don't really want to deal with if I'm not going to continue to be licensed there.
I think that's relatable for everybody.
Hmm.
Why do extra work when you don't have to?
Exactly.
Well, divisional round is in the books. Uh, Pretty good weekend of football. Things kind of shook out exactly how we thought they were going to shake out. Unfortunately, Patrick Mahomes is invincible. The Lions pretty much dominate that game against the Bucks. It got close there at the end, but I felt good about the Lions going through that game. Anything stick out to
That's not what
you?
you were saying last week.
Oh yeah. Well, no, this is this week though. We're moving on. We're
Oh,
moving on to takes.
mhm.
But hey, but there was a second there where I was almost right too. So as I'm talking about the Bucks getting dominated, there was a second there where there could have shifted and the Bucks could have dominated the Lions. So
Well, speaking of that game, there is something I wanted to bring up.
which
When I
is,
saw Trey Palmer treat out, I woke up super pissed off this morning. I knew it
do
was
you think it was
bullshit.
forced? Yeah, you
Yeah,
thought it was
it
forced
was.
too. Yeah, I did too.
Yeah,
Like I got hype. I wasn't going to be the one that went against the streak, but I was like, "There's no like this is a little. This seems forced. People know about it."
yeah, yeah. And I'm sure people bet and they lost because they didn't understand. You know?
I bet.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
said, I wasn't going to bet against the streak, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Why not?
I was
I
gonna
have
text
not
you
been.
and tell you, but I figured you'd realize when here we are.
I did realize. I want you to know that I realize. I just, like I said, I'm not going to miss an opportunity to bet on a streak
Mm-hmm.
to help that streak lose because that's just what I'm doing right now. I'm getting my ass handed to me in gambling. I'd say I've lost $200 so far this playoff, so I don't think I'm going to reload again until the Super Bowl. It's been rough out there.
Yeah, that's why I just don't bet.
Yeah, that's why.
It's better that way. Well, also it's
Mm,
not legal in my state, so
yeah,
that's another
exactly.
reason.
Bitch ass. I'm gonna have to make so many bets while I'm in Council Bluffs, just on nothing
Yeah.
for the 12 hours I'm in Council Bluffs. I just don't
On
go to Council Bluffs anymore. I know there's no reason to. I just don't go anymore. Always
yeah,
Omaha.
there's no reason to go there.
That's
But
facts. Anyway,
hmm
I don't know. Did anything else stick out to you this weekend as far as the games went?
yeah, even if the Bills make that field goal, I mean they still lose that game.
That's
So
a good point, but I'm also that's a good point, but I disagree. I think I'm in the dumb brain that thinks, yeah, what if the Bills got a turnover? Like an idiot because Patrick Mahomes, you're right, was winning that game no matter what.
but just they've had that same script for the past like 5 years.
Mm-hmm. They score second to last, and then it's like, well, there's God,
30
Josh
seconds
Allen.
left.
Those last two plays just really stick out in my mind. Josh Allen played a really fucking good game. Otherwise, just those last two plays were just so stupid. Not stupid,
Well,
just like hit your guy underneath and then make a good throw. And go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, you don't want a touchdown there, but if it's there and it was there, then you go for it. So I don't dislike that throw, but
Yeah,
the
you got
third
hit
down
though.
play when he got forced out and tried to throw it in the end zone, that was tough.
Yeah, it just wasn't good. That fumble was exciting. That was the most bang bumble I saw at the end with Valdez Scantling there at the end at the goal line when they went out of bounds for the touchback. How do you feel about the touchback rule?
I love it.
I do too. I used to hate it because
there's too many rules to help the defense or the offense. Give one to the defense. I think that's what
I'm
people
with
say,
you.
right?
Yeah, I think that's what everyone's saying. I used to not like it. I think because the Broncos got a bad. Oh yeah, no, it was that Champ Bailey interception return. If you remember, he had that 100-yard interception return. Ben Watson chases him down. Champ Bailey loses the ball at the 1, and everyone thought it was going out of bounds for a touchback. And for a second there, it was a touchback, and I was just so pissed off. And that memory sticks with me forever. That had to have been like 2009 or something, 2008.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm very passionate about this. I think it's such a good rule. If there's going to be a change regarding this rule, I would rather all fumbles out of bounds go to the other team. I would rather that than scale back this touchback rule, because
That would be
like you
interesting.
said, it's the one opportunity where the defense gets a get out of jail free card. It doesn't happen very often. The offense has a bunch of them. It's nice to give the defense one, and bonus points that happened against the Chiefs.
Yeah, and you also don't get plays like I think it was Dalton Kincaid that swatted that first fumble out of bounds. Yeah, they got a penalty for it, but they still retain possession of it. So
yeah, I think
that would be tough.
I think having consequences for fumbling the football is not a bad thing.
But also,
you made a mistake.
When you're running the ball, they tell you to put it in the hand that's closest to the sideline.
Yeah, so you get bailed out. You don't want to get bailed out. Yeah, if
I
I have possession of the football and I lose possession of the football, it should be my burden to recover the football if I want to retain possession.
So, okay, well, how about this? What if the defense
sidelines don't count?
What if the defense
knocks it out of bounds? Like, it's in play. They don't think they're going to be able to recover it, so they just kick it out of bounds or something. Then what?
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. That's a good point. That's the only.
What about?
Yeah.
What if we do like sidelines don't exist when there's a fumble? So you just fucking scramble for it until someone either gets the ball and dies or whatever.
And
everyone on the side
on the football.
Exactly. Everybody on the sideline can join in too. Whoever recovers that ball first. So if you're the fucking, you accidentally knock it out towards the Chiefs sideline, just they're right.
Such a scramble, it gets kicked up to the sweet Taylor Swift just jumping out of the box.
You see Andy Reid
crushing a small child in the process. Sign me up, dude.
Speaking of Andy Reid, did you guys see that that Photoshop that Big Cat posted? I know it's been going around too. It's like him making out with Taylor Swift. Please tell me you saw that.
Yeah, I did see that.
It was so great. It was so obviously AI because they are they have this fucking the 6 fingers or whatever.
Yeah. And I always, is this real? Is this real?
That is funny as shit. Jason Kelce was getting after it. What?
Yeah, I always do that to Trevor. I sent him bad stats about Kenny Pickett. I'm like, dude, no way this is real. Yes, fuck you, dude. or I said, oh, wrong group chat.
Yep, that's the one. Is this real? Oh, Andy Reid just domed Travis Kelce. Hey, she's ours now. That's the team's bitch.
Whoa.
Sorry.
We respect Taylor Swift.
Well, this is I'm being Andy Reid. I respect them. I would never say that, but that was Andy Reid saying it in that alternate universe where he had 6 fingers on his.
It's probably not too far away.
No. He does look like he got some extra fingers. But yeah, Jason Kelce was getting after it. I thought it was really funny. I thought he was hilarious. It was great.
I would just love to have been in like a Philadelphia bar watching that game and people all pissed that Jason Kelce's rooting for the Chiefs.
Yeah, I guess there was some takes flying around too.
Oh yeah. See, I knew he wasn't. I knew he wasn't one of us. Fuck this guy.
This fucking guy can't push 4 yards on. Wait, that's a fuck. Is that Philly or is that?
I
Who
don't know,
was
man.
that? I don't know where it came from. But this guy can't fucking push 4 yards for a first down, but he can jump in and out of a VIP box. Oh, you
Yeah.
know that was fucking being said multiple times.
Where was that athleticism all year? Yeah, it's fun.
Day one, did we have the Texans or did we have the Ravens? Doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure we had the Ravens.
We did. I said my bold prediction was C.J. Stroud goes in there, throws for 4 touchdowns, and wins the game. Obviously, did not happen. But yeah,
sure?
we all.
Should we go back and check the stats, see if that didn't happen? I'm not.
Well, 4 touchdowns would be, 28 points.
How many?
I think he only scored 10. So
no, he didn't score 4 touchdowns.
There's a good chance that did not happen.
Well, hey, you'll have another prediction this week that you'll definitely get right.
And you said bold prediction, and that was my bold prediction.
That's true. We really got to start remembering the segments because everything we say, I don't remember it.
10. So it's probably not likely. Let's see.
Wait, hold on. There's a stat line right there. He didn't even throw for one
touchdowns.
So breaking news: if you bet on CJ Stroud to throw 1 touchdown, you lost that bet.
Yeah. Hey, you win some, you lose some.
And I lose a lot, so I get you.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick question. So you guys each put in a bracket on ESPN for your playoff predictions. Somebody had San Francisco winning. Somebody had Baltimore winning. Who was who? Because one of you's doing really good.
I think I had because I had the Bills and Niners in the Super Bowl.
And I think I had the Ravens and Niners in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, facts.
Okay,
who's doing really good then?
Okay, so who predicted the Ravens to win the Super Bowl?
Me.
Tyler.
All right, you're doing really good.
Fuck yeah, I am. I know ball, baby.
Thank you guys for coming out. Please subscribe to the podcast. Mm-hmm. That's bullshit, dude.
Let's see those brackets you got there.
So yeah, 91%, 425 points.
Congratulations, Tyler. You do have a pretty good bracket. I got fucked by the Bills, obviously. I got fucked by somebody else too. Cowboys? But that wasn't it. Doesn't matter. I'm ass. Yeah, look at that entire southern bracket. Ugh.
Yeah.
Good run. I'm really stoked for March Madness season, by the way. I know we're talking about football currently, but I'm stoked for March Madness. Can't wait.
Went to a Creighton game last night with some clients.
Oh, yeah? And entertaining clients? Just some Coors Lights?
I did. Oh, Busch Lights. But yeah, that's pretty fun.
That's nice. How was the Creighton game? Who were they playing?
It was good. They beat Xavier.
Big East game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then on Saturday is the Pink Out, so that'll be fun. Not that I'm going, but it would be fun.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, you're right. It would be fun.
I mean, I know Luke's probably has like box seats because he always does. So I'm sure he'll enjoy the game. Yeah.
I thought he went to Nebraska Medical School. It was a Creighton Medical?
No, he goes to UNMC.
Okay, that's what I thought. So why does he go to all the Creighton games?
Because he likes Creighton. And, they have the companies buy out those boxes. And like MUD has a box. And his dad is like the CFO or some CEO of MUD. Something like that. Brandon might know more, but
no, I'm past the point of caring anyway. Thank you for the information, though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you want to move on? Talk about the championship round, this week's games.
Let's do it.
All right. So the first game, it looks like. Actually, I want to give you some. I was reading the stat sheet because we got on a little earlier. I wasn't fucking prepared at all, but I just wanted to look something up real quick. So the recent history of the conference round, especially, this is especially useful if you're betting. Since the NFL expanded 32 teams in 2002, home teams in the conference round of the playoffs are 29-13 straight up. And in the past 10 years, those teams have had a 16-4 record. So home teams are heavily favored, and the data skews towards home teams winning their respective matchups. It doesn't, it's no surprise. Home teams are usually, the higher seed, the better team in these matchups. Unfortunately, I don't think that matters for either matchup this week. Like both the Lions and Niners, both the Ravens and Chiefs, I think either team could win any of those games. I don't think anybody's better than the other one.
Well, last year the 49ers lost. Granted, they didn't have any quarterbacks, but
But the Niners weren't the
well,
one
actually,
seed. The Eagles were. They were in Philadelphia.
oh, were they?
Home team won then. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. But Brandon, will you pull up Mr. Warren Sharp, please? And the tweets about the ref.
Oh, the ref. Oh, dude, he's going
Mhm.
ballistic. And actually, I should shout him out. This is Rich Hrybar from Sharp Football Analysis. That's who I got all the stats and information from for that.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, the NFL is definitely in their bag right now, making sure that Patrick Mahomes wins this game to get Taylor
Yeah,
Swift the Super Bowl.
I didn't think that the league I love could be corrupted so much, all for just a couple more $1 billion. But this is preposterous for them to just keep putting the Chiefs front and center. And it's been a long standing conspiracy spanning back. This is the reason why Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are, dating. Is like, hey, you have to date one of the best players on one of the best teams. We're going to put you guys front and center. All the Chiefs do is win anyways. And if it looks like they're not going to win, we'll just make them win. And this is them making them win. It's disgusting.
So I don't want to discredit this fella. I don't know what his season stats look like as far as an umpire or referee. So
Loves
maybe he
calling false
deserves
starts.
to be in this game, but the numbers don't lie here. That's all I'll say.
Brandon.
So, okay, I was going to come on with some like breaking Taylor Swift news because I saw somebody throw out the theory that none of this actually matters because Taylor Swift's going to be in Tokyo during the Super Bowl, but her last show in Tokyo is the 9th, which gives her 2 whole days to get to the Super Bowl on Sunday. So, never mind. False alarm. Taylor Swift will almost certainly be at the Super Bowl.
Well,
If
Taylor
there's
And they
Swift's
no
going to
would've-
literally turn back time to get to the Super Bowl.
They would have bumped the Super Bowl, I think, to make sure that she could be there.
Oh yeah, of course. Actually, they might have just moved it to Tokyo. It's like, here you go, everybody. Make sure you have to get another Super Bowl ticket and plane tickets because you're going to do it because you're idiots and football fans. Like, okay, guess so.
Well, it's not the football fans that go to Super Bowl. It's just uber wealthy people.
That's facts. It's tough for actual football fans to go to anything like that. I was actually looking at tickets for, they're playing in Baltimore, 45 minutes up the road. $555 for literally upper bowl. That's a lot of money. If it was the Broncos, obviously there was no doubt I'm going, but like to go there just to watch the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes just gritty on my grave whenever they eventually win, like I just can't. That's a lot of money just to give up for that to happen.
I agree. Yeah, there's some stats that Warren Sharp was pushing about this.
I think he calls.
Crew.
If I'm off the top of my head, so home teams win 50.1% of the time. With this referee, 55. Okay. Well, with this referee, they win 40% of the time, which is staggering.
41,
yeah. Another one I saw is he calls false starts on the offense at almost a exponentially higher rate than on the defense. Or sorry, the away team. He calls false starts. Of course, he calls them on the offense. Calls false starts on the home team exponentially higher rate than the away team. Obviously, interesting.
And we also got to remember though, like it's not like there's a crew, right? I mean, it's not just him.
It's no, but it's kind of like the the face. He's the face. He ultimately gets final say on the calls.
That's true.
I don't really know. Obviously, I don't really know how it works, but I'm willing to just blame him because that's what everybody else does.
Fair. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, just might as well pencil in the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Chiefs, Niners, run it back.
Actually, I kind of hope that happens just so people shut the hell up about the Super Bowl color logo and the teams that are in it. Like last year, the color that they chose for the Eagles, what a stretch that is. It was like a team. They're like, oh, this is definitely the Eagles. Definitely got to be the Eagles.
No, I hear you. I've been seeing that go around online too. It's like, dude, what are we doing? It's really not that important. It's not that big a deal, first and foremost. People are looking for a conspiracy and everything.
Well, okay, it is a big deal if it's like
if it's rigged, sure.
Yeah, right. Yeah, see, look at that green. You're telling me that's a fucking Eagles? Come on, dude.
And even that, I mean, that the color at the bottom is more purple than anything. Like I don't think that's 49 or red. Hell, I don't even think that's Chiefs red there. Yeah, it's annoying.
Stupid.
Oh. Yeah, so we have that game. So yeah, Chiefs already won. There's no reason to even talk about that game. Next game though, Lions-Niners. Lions and rushing the pass are really, really fucking good. And if their defense can keep it up, I think that they have a real shot in this one.
That's the thing. I don't think that their defense is really that good.
The 49ers didn't play that great this weekend.
They didn't, but it was raining,
I didn't realize Brock Purdy's hands were so small. No wonder.
Are they?
Is that the dog? Can you show a picture of him when it's raining, though? Because that's not what he looks like when the rain's pouring. I want you to know that. I watched that game.
I did too.
He'll get back.
They won.
He'll get back to us.
They won.
They did win. And, that's all that matters. Win and survive in advance. That's all you got to do. And I hear you. The 49ers.
Can we talk about that throw that Jordan Love made at the end of the game?
Yeah, that was weird, right? Even as he was making it, I was like, what are you doing?
Triple coverage. Like, what?
And they were kind of moving the ball, too. Like, they had a shot to go down and get a field goal.
Yeah.
They had 2 timeouts. Yeah, there was really no reason to throw that ball. Like, what was he thinking? And did you see that clip? Man. Right next to the Brett Favre clip of him doing the exact same thing against the Saints as a Minnesota Viking?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah. So, okay, yeah. I mean, I guess it really is just a Frankenstein mashup. Yeah, this play. Brett Favre rolls out to the right and then just chucks it over the middle of the field to the linebacker. And the linebacker's like, okay, I'll take that. Thank you. I'll take that. And just takes it all the way, takes it back.
Also, was it Drake Greenlaw that picked it off, right?
Yeah.
And he just was running around, like looking like he was going to pitch it. Like, what the hell?
Dude, both times he just refused to go down. And the entire time I'm watching that play, I'm thinking, it's sweat out there. Like, Brock Purdy literally can't grip the football. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are you thinking, my guy? And then I thought Charcavius Ward was even going to tackle him there for a second. Because he was following around, telling him to get down, and started chasing him around. Yeah. It was kind of like that scene from The Replacements.
Just push him out of bounds. Somebody get this goddamn guy out of bounds.
22 people chasing after him. Yeah, but I mean, the real question. I mean, how confident are you in the Lions' offense this weekend against the Niners' defense?
I think they're going to be able to run, so that's going to help. But I don't think that they're going to let Amon-Ra beat them. And I think that's a concern because outside of like Sam Laporta and Jameson Williams, it's kind of tough sledding out there for them.
Don't they have Josh Reynolds too?
Yeah, but Brooke has it in my mind that he sucks. So
yeah, well, Brooke's wrong about most things I've found out since I've come to know him.
Yeah, but if you hear the same thing over and over and over again,
no, I hear you. I get you. No, I've been incepted into thinking that too. It's like we're all incepted into thinking. Never mind. I'm not even going to say that.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say Drew Lock. We're all incepted into thinking Drew Lock's a good quarterback, but he is a good quarterback, so there's no reason to say that.
Oh, we didn't even talk about old Zach Ertz.
Oh, joining the Lions practice squad. Julie Ertz's husband.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think it matters. Everyone was kind of making, oh, yeah, that's the ultimate ring chasing. I don't know. I think they just needed a tight end, right? They're just weak at that position.
Second or third string guy went down.
And why not get a guy who's been there before? He won a Super Bowl in Philly. Yeah. Fuck yeah. I mean, that's just a great addition to the locker room, if anything.
Yeah. Gives you somebody that's been there before.
And we're talking about Julie Ertz winning the gold medal. She gets to be around that team, around that locker room, winning atmosphere. Exactly. Okay, let me ask you this. Can Jared Goff not turn the ball over this weekend?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's going to be like one of the main points. I mean, you saw them use like the short, fast, like quick passing game as like I don't want to say extension of the run, but it kind of acts that way in like kind of freezing linebackers to help with the run, I guess.
No, I think you're onto something there.
So I think that's going to be kind of the game plan, because if they can not turn the ball over, they have obviously. I mean, it's science, right? If you don't turn the ball over, you have a better chance at winning the game. So I think that's going to be something like quick, easy, because they have a lot of pass rushers. Their secondary isn't super great in San Fran. And they're not great against the run, but those linebackers they have that like really help that. So if they can get those linebackers moving off that front seven line, then I think they have a good chance to run the ball and make it a shorter game.
Well, we saw evidence last week that, I mean, if you just target most of your runs towards Chase Young, you have a better than, they have a pretty good success rate.
That guy.
I've never seen someone so athletic and so strong looking just be just the biggest bitch I've ever seen in my life, dude.
Whoa, throwing out the B word, huh?
I mean, it's not like it was supposed to going to fucking make the rounds of the internet. Yeah, no, he's just not very good at the game of football. He's not very strong. He doesn't have the high IQ. It's kind of annoying to see for a second overall pick. And I still think he has the potential to be good because he has that body type. He has, the intangibles, I guess, but he doesn't have the skill. Or maybe it's the inverse of that. I don't know. Whatever the opposite of that is. You get what I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't disagree with you. But that reminds me of, Von Miller. If the Bills decide to walk away from him, thoughts on the Broncos bringing him back for another year?
Love
so
that.
He can
I
maybe retire.
That. I love that so much. I think he'll just retire as a Bronco. I don't think he'll play next year. Because I don't know if you saw that. I mean, kudos to my boy, bag chasing, like the best bag chaser in the world. He got paid $2.3 million per tackle this year. Like, fuck yeah, dude. All in a day's work. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Did suck that he didn't get a single sack this year, though. That bums me out.
Yeah, I just don't think he's really fully healed off that ACL.
Do you think he rushed?
And that's why you saw that he wasn't really out there a whole lot this year, I feel.
Well, he was a healthy scratch a few games. He did still miss the first 4 games of the season, or maybe 5 even.
Yeah, but once he got him back, they started winning some ball games. So
that's true. I'm surprised there was no more. Oh wait, do you see how the joke's coming from the Damar Hamlin fake punt attempt?
Tough.
I just keep seeing that Nebraska clip, the Make-A-Wish kid. Just, here you go. Yeah, see, Brandon had it ready.
Dude, that's Jack, bro. Put some respect on that boy's name.
All right, Jack. What's up, bro? He scored a touchdown. More touchdowns than me in Division 1.
He's kind of quick, funny. Dude. Look at that pull away speed. Gone. Yeah. See ya.
Yeah, that guy didn't do conditioning. He got gassed.
Gone.
Housed.
Love that.
Yeah, that's what the Bills thought Damar Hamlin was going to be like when they gave it to him. Instead, the Chiefs just snuffed that shit out, even with 10 guys on the field too. That's crazy.
Also, people aren't talking about how Nebraska did it before it was cool.
What, the run?
Yeah.
Did what before it was cool? Is it cool now? I just see a bunch of. I swear to God, I just see high school teams do it. So yeah, you're right. You guys are better than the high school kids.
That's right.
Oh yeah, this is what Lamar should have done. Just fucking cross his arms, just fall backwards.
What a wild play.
What a wild play. I mean, I get it. I get the design. It's just so. It's a hilarious collection of events because he's been inactive most of the season. He's on the punt team, and then you just get all of a sudden he's the check for the fucking fake punt. It's just funny to me. Just a series of unfortunate events.
Yeah, but if he gets it,
spark in the middle of
the nobody says anything if he gets it.
That's true. Actually, if he gets it, he might win MVP.
Yeah,
like the dick riding that would have happened after he got that first down. Honestly, the society's better off having him not gotten that. Because then you had too many people thinking that good things happen all the time, to people, and then you just need people knows, it's easy to get knocked out of pig,
Yeah.
Not everything happens great, not everything turns out great.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Thank you. Do we have any more analysis? Were we even doing analysis?
I mean,
Actually, let's see.
that's what I do. That's what I do, and that's why my bracket is way better because I think critically about the game of football.
Well, yeah, you're the numbers nerd, and I'm just the personality. I'm the guy that has crazy out of the box takes, and people like listening to me more. It's fine. It's whatever.
Wait, you're the personality? We're in a tough spot then.
Well, we are in a tough spot.
Mm-hmm. Somebody on
wait,
here knows ball. Somebody doesn't.
Yeah, it's me. I'm ball knower. Raise your hand if you play college football.
Raise your hand if you played college football and know nothing about the game of football. Go on, raise your hand. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I did. Hey, it's okay. I don't have to know ball to talk about ball. I think every single man in America has proven that point at some point in their life.
Yeah. But I will say males. Brandon, Brooke, and I did go through Twitter. We started just naming random Nebraska wide receivers, and that was sick.
I'm glad you enjoyed that. That does not sound like my
Brandon,
idea of a good time.
I know you enjoyed it.
Oh, I know Brandon enjoyed that. Brandon always enjoys shit like that. Seeing Brandon on Twitter is just a different animal. I learn something new about him every day.
Dude, he's a man of the people on Twitter now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Theo Vaughn.
Yeah.
Jordan Westerkamp.
Yeah, that was kind of a rough start because I feel like he was pretty recent. But
I remember.
Then I had to shout out my boy Nate Swift.
Yeah.
Came to our tailgate when I was a kid and played college or NCAA with me. So that was cool.
That is cool. I didn't know that story.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. It doesn't sound like my idea of a good time. But hey, you got to have a little fun with your friends. You guys got to go out and play with each other. It's good.
Yeah. Get to play in the street.
How's Murphy doing?
He's good.
Okay.
He's all
what
right.
were you about to say?
I would have kept going, but I got caught up in work and I forgot about it until now.
But I went a lot.
I went and saw Tom Segura last weekend. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, how was it?
It was good. There was just this fucking guy in front of me. He's a big fella, so I get it. But the dude wouldn't sit still, like in his chair. He like kept turning and like moving his legs and turning some more. And he had a giant head. So I'm behind him, trying to see the show. So that was tough, but it was funny.
Well, I mean, that's just the big guy, the maneuvering. He's like, I'm too big for this chair, but we got to make it work somehow, and nothing's ever comfortable. Yeah, no, I get it. That's tough. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you did what you could do, so I applaud you for. I mean, I think you just gotta start loosening some bolts on that chair, make him think he broke it at some point. You know what I mean? It's like, oh fuck, yeah,
that's tough. I don't want to make.
I mean, it's mean. Bad. Yeah, it's mean, but do what you got to do.
I just had to deal with it for like
out there.
2 hours, and then I went back to my life. Oh, by the way, after the show, we went to the green room.
Yes.
And they had this cocktail. It was kind of like an espresso martini, I guess.
Okay.
But it was like peanut or PB2 infused vodka with like some kind of espresso liqueur, and it was over ice. It was so good.
It does sound really good. I'm sure we'll definitely hit that next week at some point. I do like that place. It is a nice little place.
Yeah, it's cool. And it was right. So it was at the Orpheum Theater. So it was like right across the street. That's why you went there.
That's sick. That sounds like a fun night, honestly.
But the reason that came up is because Trevor bought the tickets. He asked me if I wanted to go. And then he didn't even end up going because he had to work. So then I just got these tickets for free. So I took Brooke. Me and Brooke went.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's tight. Is Murphy going to have to work next weekend? I should probably ask him.
He shouldn't be. They were just on like storm call because all the snow and stuff.
Ooh, speaking of, how's the weather looking out there for next week?
It's like 35, but it feels great because it's not negative anymore. I don't think any more snow. The snow's starting to finally melt away for the most part, so should be good.
I just got a text from my boss at the restaurant.
You got to go to work.
No, actually, the exact opposite. They're basically cutting shifts. That we haven't been busy in months.
Oh.
It's all restaurants in the area here have just been really slow, but we've been hit so hard by it. It's been tough, but I mean, luckily, actually, I did want to do some announcements today about some work stuff that I have coming up. I was just about to say, luckily, I have some opportunities coming up. Baseball season starts next month. I'll be calling most of our George Mason's baseball and softball home games.
Hell
You
yeah.
can catch that on ESPN Plus. That'll be a lot of fun. I've actually been watching a lot of Gary Cohen, just as research and prep, and then I kind of practice. I say a little bit the same things he says a little sometimes, just kind of get me, in the rhythm, just understand what I need to say when I need to say it type thing. It's been a really cool experience.
Nice.
And then you mentioned this a little last week. I also got hired by our esports production team. And it looks like I'm going to be a codcaster to start off with, and then maybe do some Rocket League later in the semester. It sounds like so much fun. I can't wait. Like I was watching old Maven highlight. Maven, it was Maven and who was his partner?
Courage?
It's Yes, no, not Courage. The other guy, Maven and Blaze. It was a little more recent, like 2021.
Yeah.
Just watching their cut ups of calls that they've made. Oh, dude, it's gonna be so awesome.
Well, I am a huge nerd, so while I was watching football on Saturday and Sunday, I was also watching the Call of Duty Pro League. So if you have any questions, you just let me know.
I actually do have a lot of questions. I don't know what the meta is as far as weapons. I don't know any of the new maps, so I'm definitely gonna have a lot of questions.
Well, the new maps are just old MW2
Old
maps. So
that's a big W. Okay, I like that.
the MCW and is the main AR, and the Rival 9 is the SMG. The MCW is way better. I mean, we can talk about this offline, but I can keep going.
Hey, we have a podcast. Let's talk about it here, baby. What do you mean?
Yeah, so the MCW is way better than the Rival 9, although they are starting to buff the Rival 9 a little bit.
Okay.
So a lot of teams were running like 3 or 4 ARs on every map, and now it's starting to switch back to the 2 and 2. So that's good.
2 subs, 2 ARs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, well, I'll have more. I don't have nothing comes to mind right now, but I'll definitely have more questions. So yeah, we can talk about that offline. Thank you for the info. You pissed off about anything this week?
No, nothing this week.
Yeah,
I'm
nice
feeling
and easy.
good. Yep.
Ooh, I'm actually pissed off about something, and also a little embarrassed. Can I tell you a story real fast?
Yeah.
All right, story time with Brett now. So I've had the space heater. Zarina and I bought a space heater at the same time. We didn't know, so we just had to return mine. I've been meaning to return it for the past month and a half, but for some reason they made it really difficult. Instead of taking it to a UPS or just somewhere close, easy, they've made me take it all the way to a Whole Foods, and I'm like, well, fuck, okay. So I finally did it this morning. I had to go get my transmission fluid changed. I was like, okay, I'll swing by Whole Foods, get it done. I roll up to the Whole Foods and they changed their parking garage. It used to be free, but now it's $10 for every hour that you do it. And I was sitting there thinking, dude, $10 just to return a package is insane. Why would I do that?
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of too late because I was already in the entrance of the parking garage. There was no way to back out. So I was like, fuck it. Maybe I could talk to the person who handles my package and, they can reimburse my ticket if I explained it to them, whatever. So I get in there and there's no person. It's actually just a kiosk. It's a machine. So I don't think they expected me to have it in the original packaging. I kept it in the same Amazon box because we just figured out right away that we didn't need it. So they wanted me to put this plastic cover over it, and it didn't fit over the box. So I was like, oh, fuck it. It's in the box. It's fine. I'm just going to stick the label on it. It's good. So I go to open the drop box and put it in. And on the drop box, it says, please no large packages, oversized packages, it said. And I'm looking at mine. I was like, well, this is kind of big, but it's not oversized. It fit, the door closed and it locked. So I was like, okay, perfect. We're good. So I'm walking towards the exit and I'm thinking, well, I don't want to come here empty handed. And for the parking, it was $10 for every hour. Or if you spent $10 at the store within 90 minutes, you get out free. It's like, well, okay, well, I might as well just buy $10 worth of shit. Walk around the store. I finally just find, espresso. I grab some mangoes, whatever, cash out. I'm walking towards the exit and I see the Amazon machine and there's 3 people standing there and one lady just sitting there fucking yanking at the box trying to get it unstuck. So I just make a quick cut through one of the checkout lanes and just fucking bolted out of there.
Damn. Good job. You're responsible for somebody's bad day.
Yeah, absolutely. What my thinking is it's not like I'm being a douchebag on purpose. Is if they wanted me to ask somebody a question, they would have put a person here.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I know, this is the machine's job. I don't want to take its work away from it, so I'm just going to let the machine do its thing. I put the box in the thing, it worked. I'm out. You know what I mean? There's nothing else I can do about it. Yeah, that was tough though. That's a tough.
Also,
and then go ahead. Well, and then I get downstairs and I find out that I wasn't there long enough to have to pay $10 anyway. The parking was free.
So I do want to let you know that somebody definitely saw you put that box in there, and that's why they were over there so fast trying to get it out.
No, I mean, it was a good 2 or 3 minutes later, and but I don't think anybody saw me.
Oh,
why do you think?
I don't know. Because they went over there and started fucking with it right away.
No, there was like 3 people in line and they couldn't get the door open is how I mean, I didn't see it happen. Obviously there's a chance that you're right, but there's also, I think that I just think enough people were trying that it wasn't working and they were just like, what the fuck is going on? And they were trying to like get it unstuck. It was just hilarious. And I was like right next to them too. And I just couldn't hide my smile. So I just had to get out of there.
That makes sense. So, but my main point was, yeah, you're trying to sneak out of there, but they definitely are looking at you like that's the piece of shit that did it.
Yeah, 100%. Like I'm sitting there walking away towards the escalator, smiling. This motherfucker.
Yeah, piece of shit. Yeah, I don't know why they would send you there if the box wouldn't fit anyway. So,
yeah, I mean, I think I was supposed to take it out of the box and just have the original packaging. But even the original, I mean, it's a space heater. It's not like a small box.
Yeah,
I don't know. But like I said, that's they wanted me. I would have been happy to take it to UPS, but they wanted me to take it to Whole Foods, so I did that. I already got the money back, so as far as I'm concerned, not my problem.
Hell yeah.
Brandon, do you have anything for us? Any fun facts? Any fun stats? Anything coming up?
Well, since Tyler wasn't upset about something, I thought we would shift it to what's Brandon pissed about. I don't know if you guys follow women's college basketball or if you've ever been to a game.
Clark.
But now you can't.
Here we go.
Can't even go to a game without getting mauled by one of the game's best players. It's a very travesty. Back in my day, you could go and spectate as a fan. You could enjoy yourself,
especially in Detroit.
You would never
get called the Palace.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wasn't going to compare it to that. But if you want to compare these 2 incidences together, I'm not going to stop you.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm pissed about.
Contrast them. Actually, I'm not going to compare them. I'm talking about how they're way different. Look, hey, I think Caitlin Clark knows by now that she didn't really have to do that. She's upset after the loss. She's a very competitive person. If you haven't noticed, you haven't heard her speak at all. She's a very competitive person. Doesn't like to lose, like none of us do. She got the court stormed on her, so she threw a fit. I mean, everybody throws a fucking fit. I don't know why everyone's so fucking up in arms about it.
Okay, but when I throw a fit, I don't get carried off the court by 2 people.
Well, see, and that was a little ridiculous. But at that point, you got to sell it. In the moment, I'm sure that it was a great idea. But then there just happened to be 2 cameras on her.
Yeah, there's no way that they have cameras at this game. I'm going to get away with this for sure.
Well, she would have gotten away with it if it was just the first camera. Like the first angle that came out, it's like, holy shit, how could we let this happen? We got to ban court storming.
The overhead angle.
Camera 2 came out, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she would have gotten away with 1 camera. It's the second and third and any other camera that I did.
Look, guys, it's a heat of the moment thing. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think if she had to right now, she would go and apologize to that person personally. I'm sorry I ran into you. I'm sorry that everyone on the internet was talking shit about you. That was never my intention. I was just upset that we lost. I'm sure that would be fine.
Well, that would have been nice.
Everyone wants to blow it way out of
proportion and then talk about how I'm okay. It sucks that this happens. And really played the victim card when she's the one who initiated contact, flopped. And
I'm not a big fan of that.
Needed attention to it. Had the athletic director of Ohio State come and sincerely apologize to her. Yeah.
No harm, no foul. Moving on.
Sure.
Moving on. We're focused on a national championship. All that counts is we get in this tournament. So that's fake outrage from Brandon segment. Fabricated outrage, as we like to call it.
I don't know. It's felt
over
pretty real to me.
a very minor, very minor offense. Shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
Boys will be boys, gals will be gals.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Well, that's all I have. I don't. Oh wait, do you? Question: do we want to do a show next week?
Sure.
I mean, I'll be in town, but it's like, okay. What time would you want to do it then? We'll figure it
Whatever.
out.
Yeah.
Okay. And we could always record on Tuesday if we needed to too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Well, if you guys have nothing else, I guess we'll just do the sign off now. Thank you, everybody, so much for subscribing and liking and listening to Sundays with the Sprinkles. As always, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. New episodes drop every Friday around noon. Please go and subscribe to Cornhusker Connection and listen to all their contents. Cornhusker Connection podcast. Brandon also has a Big 12 podcast that he does with one of his friends where they talk very passionately about the Big 12. So if you're interested in that, it's definitely something to check out. But as always, thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. For Tyler, I'm Brett and Brandon. For Tyler and Brandon, I'm Brett. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week.